Hi, Tony Lockwood here at CAASE 18, co-hosted by Digital Engineering and the NAFED organization. I have a really smart guy here sitting across from me from Engineering Technology Associates. Please introduce yourself. Tell us what the ETA does.
All right. Thank you very much for the opportunity, Tony. My name is Akbar Farahani. I'm a vice president of ETA, Engineering Technology Associates, located in Troy, Michigan, and we are a major supplier of the engineering services and software to OEMs worldwide for the last 35 years, and I've been with the ETA for the last 30 years. Working in developing technologies, software and services, helping OEMs to reduce their cost of the product design development through simulations.
What are the sort of problems that the OEMs turn to you to help us?
Right.
What do we need to do?
Right. Well, it's a pretty good question. Obviously, I think this is a pretty it needs an extensive answer for to just give you such a short question. However, it changes and throughout the years, as you know, as the technology changes, their needs also changes. Obviously, one of the things that I've learned in my 30 years experience in simulations and product design and development is it's been always the same: reducing the cost, reducing the timing of the product design development and time to market, and increase the quality and performance. So this is mainly four pillars that has been in standard in the OEMs and tier ones. And in ETA, we have provided quite a bit of different type of solutions by not only providing services to OEMs, but also developing technologies and methodologies which can serve these four pillars: reducing the cost of the product design development, and also increase the performance. And we developed two technologies and introduced that to the market. One about 10-15 years ago, VPG, Virtual Proving Ground, which is the simulation of all the different events and the test, from the crash, safety, durability, NVH, noise, vibration, harshness, through the simulations using LS-DYNA as a base of the solver. And in recently that we are going to be with the partnership of Beta CAE, we have developed a new software product called ACP Up Design. ACP Up Design is a product design development process based on optimization, optimization-driven technology that drives the design through the optimization, so we can the product can get mature as quickly as possible, while it's considering all the different type of the processes and manufacturing as early as possible. Therefore, reduce the cost of the product design development and reducing the timing of the product design development.
So you come up with a part that you can make.
Yes, because normally, unfortunately, what happens is in the traditional process is a CAE design and repeatability and iterations or tests, and this loop just continues until the product is ready to be launched. However, we are trying to just introduce the manufacturing constraints and also cost constraints as early as possible into the product design development by using ACP and the ACP Up Design and the three levels: ACP concept for the concept development and the architecture or skeleton, Second, it is a low fidelity design, which is the when you're defining the general sections and so forth, and then go to the detailed design with ACP 3G high fidelity design.
All right. Now, among your services, do you get much into the education and the training aspects? Going from Troy to some place or bringing them into
Absolutely,
Troy? Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
This traditionally, has been part of the ETA task that basically transferring the technology and the knowledge base to our customers through the both product design development and also some pilot projects working together and training. And definitely that is the one way to work with the OEMs and tier ones. Obviously OEMs, they have their own structure and organization that is difficult to change,
Right.
but obviously we'll try to just work with the advanced vehicle development, which is in the earliest stages, and therefore they can take this technology and grow it into their organization through training, through processes that we have developed. So that is definitely is going to happen in our new product for ACP Up Design, because it's kind of also difficult. It's basically combining CAE and design and manufacturing all together.
Right. Yeah.
And it's becoming complex, and therefore it needs a bit of hand-holding.
Right. Yeah. I would imagine, because it's a different way of they're developing things.
Yes.
Entirely. It's
Yes.
a perfectly logical way.
Yes.
But it's
Yes, and its changes is difficult, and we think already most of the OEMs in Europe and Japan and in the US have started using this type of technology already. However, by this type of the product, we think we can help them out to streamline and get faster and quicker and make it a process oriented, so they can distribute it into their organization.
right. They're not software developers.
Yes, absolutely.
They actually do cars.
Right,
They create
right,
cars.
right.
Yeah. Very good. Now, this is the the silly question, but where do you think in a couple of years this whole simulation, bringing CAD and simulation and manufacturing in there, the optimization you're talking about, that scares a lot of people. That
Yes,
one, just that word, optimization software.
Sure.
But where do you think it's going? How? It seems to me that there's a lot of scary stuff you're
Yes,
talking about.
absolutely.
For the entrenched troops.
Yes. So I want to just give you an example of what happened. I got involved with this thought process, or the holistic product design development process, as I call it. We call it ACP, Accelerated Concept to Product process. It came to me about 15 years ago. And this process, when I introduced that to the market, everybody kind of said, "What are you talking about?" And they were just really stunned, and they were just saying, honestly, I had tough time to introduce this thought process or philosophy to the people, because they thought I'm just out of the world. But as the technology progress, software is getting faster, better, more complexer, and hardware, especially HPCs. The CAE models are growing, getting bigger, more complexer. Material modeling is getting much more details, and as well as joining technology is modeling into the product design development. So with all this complexity got introduced into this type of the ideas, so that it scares everybody, like you said. But however, I have to say that in last 10 years, we have seen these type of the ideas grown, and actually, people like OEMs and tier ones have adopted these ideas that I was talking about it 15 years ago,
Right.
and they have really is putting their hands around it. So what I think for next 10 years, I think this type of ideas, basically balancing between the CAE, simulation, design, manufacturing, is getting closer and closer with the different softwares and solutions. They become faster and better. Much more details of the challenges that is in front of us is a material modeling. That's a huge step,
Right.
especially in the carbon fiber, and also different metals that is coming, such as additive manufacturing, such as carbon fiber, as in the real structure, not just as a fascia or in the
Right, integrated
within the vehicles, and we
Right.
see that like BMWs have done that very nicely. So we see that all that is going to happen, and it's going to be much more collaboration between these three wings, and I think the new technologies in the finite element modeling is in the new birth. There's a technology called NERB, which is not going to be considering finite element as a element base. So basically, it's going to be a new arena for simulations. So I think this is going to be the next, my prediction, 10 years to come, for the simulations, and also reducing the test, because obviously it's costing a lot, and simulations is going to lead on the product design development. System
Right.
integrations
Yeah.
also.
Yeah. Very good. Akbar, I want to thank you. I just grabbed. This poor man was just walking by and I grabbed him. Why don't you tell us your website?
Yeah, is ETA, www.eta.com. We have actually a conference coming on 13th after LSTC conference that we are introducing our ACP up design product to the OEMs and tier ones.
We'll have to keep our eye out for that. You need that web address again. Contact the digital engineering editors, and I have a list of everyone I spoke with. Akbar, thank you so
Nice to
much
meet you.
for
Thank
your
you very
time.
much.